Prosciutto di Parma, or Parma ham, originates in the southern mountains of Parma, Italy, and it is famous throughout the world for its long history and unique flavor.
The daughter of a Higashinese Kitsune Kanushi and Ingrid Venezia, a former Volpo mafiosa of Famiglia Venezia of Syracusia, Lisa is famous for her 9 fluffy tails due to her father's sacred bloodline.
Jesus Christ.
Hello, people.
Hello, welcome to Soulmates.
I fucked up that intro so badly so many times, and I'm just gonna cut it in right here. The daughter of a Higashinese Kitsune Kanushi and Ingrid Venezia, a former Volpo mafioso of Famiglia. Sorry. Former Volpo mafioso.
Are you keeping that in?
I don't know what I'm keeping in. Oh my god. The dog...
Uh-huh.
And we're back. Jesus Christ. Like, you have to understand, there's so many proper nouns
I know.
in this fucking thing.
Higashinese Kitsune Kanushi.
And it keeps...
Ingrid Venezia, Volpo Mafiosa, Famiglia Venezia of Syracusa.
And it keeps switching between, like...
that's 10 words in a row.
It keeps switching between, like, fake Japanese, a little bit of real Japanese, and fake a little bit of real Italian. And it's like, it's too much. Oh, Jesus. Fuck me.
Welcome to Soulmates.
Hi. Am I doing the intro now? Oh my god.
That's Ivy Fox.
Yeah. Oh my god. Hello and welcome to Soulmates, where we talk about all our favorite little guys from all our favorite little games. It's so hard not to laugh right now. Mm-hmm. I'm Ivy Fox. You can find me not in Ash's apartment, but instead, on our sister podcast, Together We'll Shine, an Utner Rewatch podcast, where soon-ish we're getting into, like, the real shit. Not that all of Utna isn't the real shit, but you know. Anyway,
I was gonna contradict this, but I guess you can't both be in my apartment and be on our sister podcast, Together We'll Shine. I mean, you could, but you weren't.
No. Joining me as always, from across the Discord table and not the normal table, is Ash.
Hi, it's me, Ash. You can find me, I was gonna think of a good joke, but, no. You can find me at Final Fantasy XIV Fish Fest, a community-organized event celebrating fishing. It's annual. This is the second one. It happened today, as of the day of recording. If you want to, I guess you can now find out what day we recorded this, and think really hard about what that means. If that would make you happy. But if you're not into Final Fantasy XIV fishing, you should be. Or you can pay me on Ko-Fi at ko-fi.com/AsherLark. I run the show's social media. It's Tumblr, soul-mates-podcast.tumblr.com. Wow.
Uh-huh.
You can support the show by going to Ivy Fox Art on Ko-Fi.
Yeah, do that. Please. Clearly, I'm suffering, so, like, help me out here.
Yeah.
The daughter of Higashinis Kitsune Kanushi and Ingrid Venezia, a former Volpo mafiosa of Famiglia Venezia of Syracusia, Lisa.
It's not Syracusia, first of all.
Did I pronounce it wrong?
Twice, yeah.
Okay, well, this season we're talking about the characters from Arknights by Yostar, and I found the name of the developer today, and now I forget it.
Ooh.
It's like, what is it? This season we're talking about the characters from Arknights by Yostar and Hypergriff, and the characters from Food Fantasy by Fun Toy, in an aromatic blend of paramilitary operators and personified foods.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the things that
You're doing great, babe.
Oh, our art is by Rygarden on Instagram. Music, Spanios Electronicos on Bandcamp.
Mm-hmm.
What am I missing? That's all of it, right?
That's all of it.
Okay.
Nope, the YouTube. We forgot the YouTube.
Oh, yeah. You can follow us on YouTube, leave a comment, chat with us and your fellow fans. And also, you can follow us on your podcast app of choice, sort of like in general. If there's any podcast app that we're not on, I think we're on all of them, ?
We're on Spotify and the service which puts you on podcast apps. So
yeah. Anyway, let us know.
If there's another one, I don't know.
Like, you can find us wherever you found us, and also anywhere else. Have fun.
Have fun.
Oh. Hello, Ash.
Doing great.
It's our second season 3 outfit episode. Oh man, doing great.
Doing great.
I have to get back to the Suzuran page because I left it to go look at other things. Anyway, Hi, how's it going?
It's going all right.
Uh-huh.
I just finished my food, so now I won't be eating for the rest of the podcast.
Uh-huh.
Sound of clicking. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I'm good. I'm a little ill. Ivy was just at my apartment for a week and then 2 extra days due to problems.
Due to
weather. And so we're both kind of fucked.
Uh-huh.
And also, I'm ill.
Yeah, that's my fault,
however,
sort of.
Ivy fixed my mic.
Yes. So, hypothetically, Ash should sound better, or at least be easier to edit.
I sound the same as I did before, because I sound worse in real life, but better over the microphone.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Firm belief.
Anyway, we're both a little bit fucked, but I'm very excited to be doing another Season 3 episode, the season that's fucked. So, you know. Yay. And so on.
Yay.
Today, we're starting with Prosciutto di Parma, but we're starting with a new segment that was supposed to happen last time, but didn't. A new segment I'm going to call an editing Ivy. I'll invite you to put some classy music behind this. That I'm going to call Eat My Guy.
Eat My Guy.
Eat My Guy. In which we take the guy that we're covering, were our featured food from Food Fantasy, and we eat them.
Wow.
Ash, you've had some prosciutto di Parma earlier. I'm going to eat it live. You're going to get my live reaction to prosciutto di Parma from Maximum
I've
Clickbait.
gotten a nice baguette.
Oh, don't worry. I'll lay out everything. How's your experience? Set me up. How's your experience with prosciutto di Parma?
Well, I remembered to get prosciutto di Parma while, I remembered to get it yesterday. The first day that I could leave the house, due to the weather.
Due to the problems.
And refill the house with food. And so I got some prosciutto. I can't actually confirm or deny whether this was prosciutto di Parma, but whether it's from the Parma region of Italy. That's not, I mean, it is what it is, but whatever. But I got prosciutto, and a lot of places use these two interchangeably, even though I'm pretty sure prosciutto di Parma is specifically from Parma.
I think prosciutto di Parma might be a specific curing process. As well as... I'm not sure.
I'm looking this up.
Uh-huh.
But while I look this up, prosciutto is really good. I'm white. Thank you. And my parents love charcuterie, as do I. And in fact, when I moved out of the house, my parents started doing their special empty nester thing. They do charcuterie Thursdays now. On Thursday, instead of having dinner, they just have a charcuterie board with fruits and cheeses and meats of all kinds. And I have nurtured my love of prosciutto, and it remains today. Prosciutto is the best item on a charcuterie board. I love cheese, but prosciutto is the best item on a charcuterie board. It's fatty, it's thinly sliced and cured and delicious, and it is good.
Mm-hmm.
And I had some, and it was nice. And I definitely didn't just eat it on its own out of the package.
Uh-huh.
I definitely didn't eat just like 3 to 4 slices of prosciutto out of the package.
Uh-huh. I wanted a very authentic prosciutto di Parma experience, so I went to a deli. I'm going to be very specific about all the food I got, because I think it's funny.
Uh-huh.
I went to specifically...
Ivy lives in Toronto.
Yeah, this is important. I went to specifically the Loblaws Deli at Church and Carlton. Real Torontonians will be familiar. It's nice big Loblaws. They have a nice deli. This is Leoncini, 24-month aged prosciutto di Parma. As far as I can tell, Leoncini is sort of like a mid-ranged, sort of standard prosciutto di Parma, but it was like real from a deli. It was in a big ham, and she sliced it in front of me.
I did look this up. Prosciutto di Parma is aged twice as long as other prosciutti, which is the plural of prosciutto.
Uh-huh. And then I didn't want to just eat it by itself because I feel like that's not an authentic... I mean, I'm sure you just jam... You jam... You do jam, deli meats into your mouth. But I wanted to... So I got a nice little sort of... I got a sourdough baguette, which is maybe not the most authentically Italian, but just like a nice bit of bread to put it on. This is specifically an Ace Bakery sourdough baguette. Ace Bakery is sort of a midline, big Torontonian bakery. And then I just got some spreadables, kind of like butter with canola oil to put on top of it. And that's what I'll be eating. I feel like this would be more authentic.
Does it have...
with some like Italian crackers, but like,
Does it have the 5-pointed Parma crown?
Does it have the 5-pointed Parma crown? What does this mean?
I mean, you wouldn't remember this, I guess, but they brand the Parma crown onto the leg of ham.
Oh, yes. You mean on the label on the physical leg of ham that she sliced the deli meat from. Yes, it did have that.
Okay.
It is real prosciutto di Parma. I trust.
You're getting real Parma.
Okay, so here we go. I'm taking a bite. Oh, that's very good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like... Hang on, let me finish this baguette. That's good. So I like...
This is great audio. Sorry, you're eating.
So I tend to prefer like a very cured meat. Like I tend to sort of enjoy a salami a great deal and shun a ham.
Ivy shuns a ham.
I shun a ham. And so I've never really gotten into prosciutto because I look at prosciutto and it looks more like ham than it does salami.
You have been missing out for your whole life.
I can tell in this moment. Because this has been cured for 24 months, as it says on the label. And it has a really nice, rich flavor. It's salty, but it's not too salty. It's like... It's got like a depth to it, you know? You know how like some cured meats are very sort of sharp? Like a salami. This has more of a depth to it. It's sort of a basier kind of flavor. It's nice. I enjoy this.
Prosciutto tastes like rich people food.
It does. It's rich. It's very fatty.
It's fatty.
You look at her slicing, her being the lovely deli worker, who's slicing the ham, and it's like, this is like half fat. I put it in the fridge, and also my webcam isn't working. But like, it is like slices of, like, it's like 25% fat on this real prosciutto di Parma. That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
And this has been Eat My Guy.
Eat My Guy.
Eat My Guy. Now we can do the actual podcast.
Yay!
That's not true. All elements of the podcast are the real podcast.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't know why you hesitated, but okay.
It's I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. It's teleological.
Now we're talking about Prosciutto di Parma from Food Fantasy. Hey, I don't know if did you read this guy's voice lines?
No, hold on.
He is constantly trying to have sex at you. Have sex with you, like, to an extreme degree.
Oh my God.
For example, interaction 1. What's the fun of always eyeing my camera? How about we go do something really fun? Interaction 2.
Wow.
Should I take this as you throwing yourself at me? Heh. Why are you running away? I never said I was turning you down.
I guess it's a small price to pay for plucking the freshest rose for you?
Uh-huh.
If you don't stick around and enjoy this food with me, it won't mean a thing no matter how good it is. Kakagurui reference.
Uh-huh. Intimacy 3. Now I seem to be able to see...
When you get this close, you definitely want something a little more intimate than a hug?
Uh-huh. Like...
Wow.
No, like, Food Fantasy is a pretty horny game, but this guy just, like, basically says, hello, I would like to have sex with you. And I'm like... I
mean, good for him.
Good for him. Also thing I noticed, his... Sorry,
I'm looking at him.
Unlike steak, Beef Wellington's little lion... His pig does not have a name. He doesn't refer to it in any of his voice lines.
Is it? I guess it is alive. I thought it was a stuffed animal.
No, in his basic skill, it just says Prosciutto di Parma rolls his little pig at the end. So this is not like a named pet. It's just
a pig that he has.
He just has this thing.
I'm happy for him.
Uh-huh. Anyway, he's a photographer.
With a mysterious past.
Uh-huh. As a sex
they all
worker.
have a mysterious past. He's a photographer and escort.
Uh-huh. Sorry, carry on.
I was just looking at him and realized that he has
I was
the 5 points of Parma crown on his leg.
Crown. He's in 2 places. Do you see the other one? It's branded on his pants in gold, which is insane. And
yeah, where's the other one?
It's on his little cape has this like I
need to open this image larger so I can zoom into it. Oh yeah, it is on that little flower thing
it's on the little,
hypothetically holds his cloak.
Yeah, it's on his little weird flower cloak. That's a great detail.
Okay.
What's with this pig in this image? Before we like talk about his outfit proper, which I like. Why is his pig so sad? He has his pig in like a gun holster, and it's so sad.
Well, he has to be able to throw it at the enemy.
It's sad.
A weapon.
It's so happy in the Bond up. Why is it so sad?
I like that the pig's tail is a little heart.
Uh-huh.
There's like I'm really fond of sort of the theming that they've gone with for this guy, which is guy who wants to have sex with you. But they've done this because slicing thin slices of ham does have a visual similarity to like delicate flower petals. And so he has this whole flower motif going on that feels right to me. And then that sort of naturally lends itself to, his thing.
His thing. I think they do a good job at making him look Italian. Like he's got the little vest under like sort of a loose coat. And like he's got, a fedora, very Italian. His stupid rose. Like, how do you feel about his meat cloak? His cloak that is just lined with the texture of Parma ham.
Perfect.
No
notes.
I agree. It does freak me out, but like...
It does not freak me out at all. It is the thing which makes him prosciutto.
Yeah. I mean, the flower thing also, because the like sort of marbling on the prosciutto also like... the prosciutto itself does kind of look like petals with its like intense marbling. I like I love that the strap on his camera says Parma. Like
I know.
It's branded with
so
his hometown.
Stupid. It's like vexillology. It's like how you're not supposed to put the name of the place on the flag of the place because you shouldn't have to read the name on the flag to recognize the flag. It's like, I'm not sure that this guy is Prosciutto di Parma, specifically prosciutto from Parma.
Yeah, so we gotta put
We'll
Parma
put the Parma
on.
crown on him twice, and we'll write Parma a couple times.
I mean, it does look like a realistic little prop. You would like pick this up in like, somewhere in Parma. At the photography store in the city of Parma, Italy. I do really like this outfit. It's like quite tame. It has like
it is. There's not a lot of elements.
It has sufficient belts to like make me excited.
Oh yeah. 4 belts per shoe. One around the ankle, one around I don't even know, the ball of the foot, and 2 up the calf. That seem completely sterile.
They're sick boots. They do a really good job at like, because this whole thing is that he's like a traveling photographer, right? And these boots do a really good job at like kind of like fitting perfectly in the gap of like both boots for traveling and boots for escorting.
Yeah, these are unreasonable. You would like these would be comfortable to wear around, but too much of a hassle.
But like if you're
put these on every day.
If you're traveling, you don't take them off during the day. Also, his little like thigh holster for like his camera equipment. There's something kind
his
of
belt with a giant buckle that also has 2 belts going off of it, one of which goes to his pig's harness.
My question, the belts coming off of the belt, are those supposed to be like overall straps? I've seen this as a style, but they look too short. I think they might just be sort of, extra belts for holding shit, like your pig.
Yeah. I think that's what they are. I think this is a real thing.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, certainly. Does he have a second belt? What's the brown thing? Oh, it's like a cummerbund. He also has like a cummerbund under his belt.
Yeah.
Like a brown cummerbund under his belt.
I'm also enjoying sort of the vest that he has on and then the white dress shirt under that, which is not tucked into his pants. And then there's a cummerbund between that and the vest.
Yeah. I like how, his sleeves are rolled up, his vest and his, like, he has some buttons undone. He's like, he's wearing a suit, but he's sort of like, he's been walking all day. Bits of it have been untucked. It's like, he's sort of fashionably kind of, messy, in a charming way.
I do think the two, like, marbling strips of gray on his suit jacket are, like, weak. Non-committal.
Uh-huh. You think it should just be pinstrip?
I mean, it can be pinstriped, or it can not have anything. But these two little, like, wavy, like, nah, it's not necessary.
Yeah. I think they distract a little bit. I do love his color scheme. This like this just like black and gray, and then like black, gray, tan, and then like his hair and the inside of his cloak and his pig are these like shocks of pink.
Soft pink.
Yeah, that like stick out, and then there's this nice sort of soft gold. That's sort of like, all of the most important parts. There's gold around his face, there's gold on his thighs, there's gold around his crotch.
There's gold on his steampunk goggles, on his Indiana Jones hat.
Yeah. I mean, this is like he's Italian. This is an Italian fedora, different from an American fedora. I feel like this is somewhat important. Fedoras are Italian. I
was enjoying his gloves, and then I looked at his hands for too long, and I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, don't do that, but I do like his camera, this, like, old school, like, manual action camera with the big flash bulb. It's cute. I like his face. I like, his expression is getting the right thing across. It's like a nicely, reasonably proportioned face. Don't look too long at his ear and sort of that area, but other, like, the main part of the face is like, I like that despite his various voice lines, I like that in this image it doesn't feel like it's not two bedroom eyes,
He's a traveling romantic.
Yeah, he's doing like a, hey, how you doing? But he's not like a, I like that he's taking a selfie, very funny, very cute.
Wait, I didn't even notice. That's adorable.
Yeah.
He is literally taking a selfie with his manual action camera.
Yeah, he's posed for a selfie, but he's looking at you while he's taking the selfie, which I think is cute.
Very cute. I like this guy.
Good image. I like this guy. Next image.
I'm fond of how prosciutto he is.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he's good prosciutto. He's very Italian. I like it. Next image.
Hey, why does this pig look so different in this one also?
Why is this image
suddenly it's alive?
Why is this image overall just like very different? There's something about this
also,
image
he's so much more of a
not...
bishy boy in his face now.
I know. They've softened him to an extreme degree. I do like how
they squared his camera.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, this is like, is this a different camera? This has to be a different...
It's not.
It's a different camera. This one is too big for the other camera. It's a different camera.
I mean, it's supposed to be the same camera, but it's squared off way too much, and it's too big.
Uh-huh. His cape in this one really looks like just a piece of ham.
Yeah, absolutely. The tan and, like, the way that it... Yeah.
The way that it, like, is tattered at the edge. Like, I'm looking at my little baguettes, and I'm like, that's them. It's so funny that they don't give his pig a name, but it's free in this one. It's free and happy, and it looks like a promotional. It looks like it's from a promotional, like, poster for Babe the Pig the movie.
It's such a like it's not a Disney movie-ass pig, but its eyes are now, like, alive in a mascot way, when before it was literally a stuffed animal.
Yeah, these are Disney eyes. I would... he does kind of look like Piglet from the shape of his face.
Yeah.
He looks like
Wait a
Piglet
minute.
from Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh, sorry.
Okay, great.
Listen, we're all a little out of it today. Be nice.
We're all a little fucked, that's okay.
Yeah.
They censored his Parma in this image.
They censored his Parma? What do you mean?
Not really, but there's only one point of his Parma crown. They covered up his little cloak thing, and also the strap of his camera that says Parma isn't visible. So how will I know?
Oh yeah. Again, I think that this is just like a different camera. I feel like there's something off about like the environmental art in this is so
It's
weird.
very diagonal.
It's very and also like I feel
he's on a hill, but it's diagonal. He's about to fall.
I feel like these oh my god, what are these? On the left? Orchids? No. What are these? The blue things.
They look like orchids.
Yeah, they're orchid-esque. These orchids and these on the left and these daisies on the right don't fit together to me, to my eye.
Not really.
Like black outlines and like cell shading versus sort of like soft outlines and like watercolor. It like they don't
I think
quite
if they committed
fit
to a style and a color scheme for this image, it would be better. But instead, they've got a lot of these different colors and types of flowers. And then there's this big, like, green, red, blue, and white in the background, which would be cute if it was just the Italian flag. But it isn't. It's blue.
I hadn't even put that together. Yeah, it's like this... Like, the pig looks natural in these daisies. The pig and these daisies have the same kind of, like, mid-century Disney animation style. And then nothing else in the image quite looks like that. And it's strange. Yeah. He's on an Arknights background also. This is a very Arknights-ass kind. Not that they don't do this in food fantasy. Look at how the grass hill like turns into this just kind of like abstract CG scape on the far right. Like what's up with that? Arknights shit.
Arknights.
He's in a false world.
He is in the false world, and so that's why he's a bishy boy. Can we get back to the fact that he's so sharp?
He's so sharp. Look at that chin.
Like,
could kill you with that.
His chin is sharp in the original, don't get me wrong. Like, you look at the original image and you're like, oh yeah, that's the same sharp as fuck chin. But now his eyes are further apart and longer. And he's a bishy boy. Listen...
I do think that
you
like...
have to understand.
I also think his proportions are kind of fucked up. His shoulders look really wide now. Not that they weren't wide before, but it feels really emphasized with all this billowing shit around his shoulders. And like all of the shaping of his outfit is completely lost. I think his legs are posed well.
Yeah.
But like...
I mean, he is gonna fall over, but like...
But like, I don't know, he's something about his right foot doesn't look quite right, but I'm like, I guess he would be like this on a hill. Anyway, I mean,
he is hovering in the air.
I do
for
like
no reason.
Continuation of his like posing for a selfie, but looking at you. This thing where he's like, you know, he has one eye closed to look into the viewfinder of the camera, but as a result, he's
looking at you.
As a result, he's winking at you. And it's like, you know, a cheeky little, am I winking at you? Am I just looking in the viewfinder? That's cute.
That is cute. He is also looking at you.
He is. I like this image less than the first one.
Yeah, me too. I think it's just like, I would just prefer to look at him in his default.
Yeah.
This is a perfectly acceptable, like, promotional CG. This is fan art of him. You drew him in a field. But I'm like, this is not fit to be the reward that I get.
Yeah.
For spending all my time with Prosciutto di Parma.
Oh my god, it takes so long to ascend a person in food fantasy. It's impossible.
I know.
That shit's impossible.
It is. I would have to spend all my time with him.
And then you get a worse image. I just like his outfit, and they explode. It's some like I'm just citing other games for no reason. A fucked day, but it's like, you know, it's sort of like a Limbus Company situation now, where I spend all of this time getting his better image, and then I can see less of his nice outfit.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's Prosciutto di Parma. That was nice and brisk.
Yeah. Now, Suzuran. Not nice and brisk.
Suzuran. Hey, so, thing that I only realized when we rolled this character. So, Arknights has a lot of, like, you know, I don't know. Am I allowed to say the word? Is that a word I'm allowed to say on the podcast?
I don't know what you're about to say.
I'm about to say lollybait. Am I allowed to say that?
You're allowed to say lollybait on the podcast.
Okay.
It's just true.
Arknights has a lot of lollybait in that it has some, like, you know, there's some races of its, you know, various that are just this all the time, but it also has some characters that just, you know, they look like children or teenagers despite being adults. But I thought Arknights was fully adults until we rolled Suzuran, and I was reading her story, and I was like, despite her young age and the fact that the battlefield might be tough for the little girl, Suzuran possesses great charm that makes anyone close to her wholehearted, like, what?
Yeah, some characters they give you an actual age for. Like, we were looking at Ifrit earlier, and Ifrit is 15.
Is she?
Suzuran, they don't.
She's just like a child. But she is a child.
She's just like a child.
That you put on the battlefield. And, like...
You do.
The plot of Arknights is you slowly realizing that Rhodes Island is terrible.
Yeah. And I feel like if you were to roll Suzuran first, you'd be like, oh!
I see what kind of game I'm playing.
I see what kind of game this is.
But, like... most of Arknights is not that. But just for flavor, it has, like, a sprinkling of child soldiers here and there.
It's like, it can't be... it's lollybait. Because it just is. Like, inherently. But, you know, Arknights isn't that interested in producing softcore porn of the characters they put on your screen themselves. And so, like, we can look at Suzuran largely without being grossed out by her existence.
Yeah.
It's just, like, she is, like, 10. That's weird, right?
From what I've seen...
on multiple levels, that's weird.
From what I've seen, although now that I know that Ifrit is 15, I'm just gonna ignore that for the sake of my own... We'll deal with that eventually. But, like, from what I've seen, the, like, you know, operators that are children, they keep it, like, you know, they draw them like children, i.e. they draw them in, you know, child-appropriate, chaste outfits. They do this for Suzuran. They do this for... Oh, who's the scary girl that I have?
Scary child?
Yeah, who's the scary child? They do it for her. You know. But, like... And so, like, there's a level on which the, like, adults that look like children and then are sexy because they're adults is, like...
Worse.
Not worse. But I'm, you know... I'm also just sort of... we had a conversation recently about discussing as if you're, you know, discussing as if you're a citizen. Discussing as if I'm a citizen of Rhodes Island. I'm like, I would be like, so do you think they should maybe not have child soldiers?
Yeah.
You know? Has anyone taken this up with Amiya? I mean, Amiya is canonically like an older teenager also, right?
Has anyone thought about this? Or, like, what?
Yeah. Anyway, We can talk about Suzuran. I just need you to know that she's a child soldier and that this medical research company employs child soldiers.
Yeah. Important for us to get to this in episode 2. By the way, this is a game where you're evil.
This is a game where you're like...
I'm not sure that Arknights the game knows that you're evil entirely, but you definitely are.
Yeah. Arknights is so committed to Rhodes Island not being a terrorist organization that they make Rhodes Island like do such awful shit, like both directly and complacently, and like that's what Arknights is about. In case you weren't aware.
Yeah. Just so you know.
The plot of every Arknights event is Rhodes Island shows up and they do nothing because they're centrists. And meanwhile, a bunch of like actual revolutionary radicalists actually do things and progress the plot. While Rhodes Island sits there and are like, well, we can't piss off the local government, so I guess we'll do nothing.
Is it Shamare? Is that the scary child?
Yeah, it's Shamare?
Shamare?
Probably
whatever.
Shamare. Yeah, I like Shamare
Shamare
a lot. I think Shamare is fun. Oh, she's a little weird. I haven't looked at her in a minute, but like, she's like an evil, scary child that they rescued from this village who hated her for her evil, scary magic, and then they turned her into a child soldier.
Cutely.
Anyway, Suzuran. This is a cute dress.
It is. I actually really like this image. Like, a lot. I think her little twin circle braids are really cute. I think this dress is really great. It's like, I love the way that this cute little floofy dress like combines with this battle armor cloak that she's wearing that's also in baby blue. I like the way that all of her clothes are like a little fucked up from being a child soldier. Like, her dress is slightly burnt, her cloak is slightly burnt.
I mean, she's also
her tights are ripped.
She's like a fire mage. So like conceivably, even if she wasn't on the battlefield but was just, practicing her inborn sacred bloodline arts, she gets a little singed. Which is cute. It gives her a sort of like, she's got a very kind of, we'll see this a little bit more in some of her many skins, but she's got sort of an Alice in Wonderland kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Again, she pulls from like a billion different cultural conceits. She's Italian and Japanese, but also she's extremely like English fairy tale coded. Lisa.
Lisa. I like that you can see her evil magical disease beam on her shoulder.
Yeah. She's got the crystals on her shoulder. She's wearing so the thing around her neck is like an infection sort of tracking medical device.
Yeah, Amiya has one.
Yeah. But like most people wear them on their wrists, but it is a little necklace, which is kind of cute. I don't really understand what's up with her like one glove, because she's
Oh,
I guess that's her like main staff wielding hand, but like why not
that's
just
her
give her
Nintendo
another
Power Glove?
That's her Nintendo Power Glove. It is like the more you look at this image, the more you are like, oh, this is a child soldier, and that's fucked up.
Yeah.
She's wearing over her dress. She's wearing
a tactical vest.
She's wearing an Evangelion plug suit
that isn't totally harnessed in because she has a skirt on.
Yeah, everyone's the classic child soldier anime.
It also, isn't all the way up where you would wear a tactical vest. It's, fallen down to her waist.
Oh, you're talking about the tactical vest. I'm talking about the thing under the tactical vest, which is this, white thing with the straps that looks like an Evangelion plug suit. It's just kind of like a tactical garment. Maybe it's lightly bulletproof. But her weird tactical vest that sits on her waist, on her hips, like it's a little halter, has a big radio, and it has things that look like spare ammunition. And I don't know. Does she have a grenade? Does Suzuran get a grenade? Just for
I
fun?
think so.
Good for her, honestly.
Yeah, children should have this. That's the official position of Soulmates podcast.
Children should have grenades. That's an early contender for episode title, I think.
I'm thinking about these... Oh, she has another, like, leg holster under her skirt. That's inconvenient. You'll never get to that during a fight. Nope. I'm looking at these shoes, which I actually love the design of. Not because they're good, like, as garments that you should wear, but because they are a combination of these cute little flats that you would wear with this dress, and, like, a Rhodes Island uniform piece of, like, tech wear.
Yeah, they've got the Rhodes Island, like, company blue on them, but they're also just like cute little sneaker sandals for, like, going outside in the summer.
Yeah, I want only the Rhodes Island tech wear portion of this, like the soft, sort of very thick fabric sneakers that these would be if they were entirely sneakers. But the fact that they're combined with these super stereotypical Alice in Wonderland-y, like, black shoes is extremely well designed. It's so good.
It's kind of insane. I see. How do you feel about her staff? Like, I don't know how I feel about it, nor do I know how to talk about it. It is a bunny. Oh! It's bunny. It's a bunny. Why is it a bunny? I mean, she's Alice in Wonderland.
Because she's Alice in Wonderland. Why
is she an ancient Japanese kitsune, Italian
Japanese
mafioso,
Italian kitsune mafioso,
Alice in Wonderland.
Who's Alice in Wonderland. Okay, this is a pretty normal Arknights weapon. I do understand why it's bunny, but it is a little much, and I don't fully understand why it has these, like, sun ray things. But
not at all.
The thing I really like about it is that you can see, she said she's a fire mage. You can see these, like, tubes leading up to just, like, the flamethrowers.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I was looking at the same thing.
Kick-ass.
He's, like, twisting to... I do like that it has a grip at the top so that she can hold it close to the top and aim it more accurately. That's sick. It has a fucking pike on it so that she can kill motherfuckers who get close to her.
It's very blunt.
I mean, that's not... No. The purpose of a pike is not to, like, really... The purpose of a pike is to pierce armor. So usually pikes are kind of blunt.
Yeah.
It, like... It also, like, has sort of, like, this sense of coming apart. It has, like, bolts on it and shit. The bottom looks like it screws off. Insane. And then she has this just, like, shock of blue and green on her hairband and eyes. I do love... One of my favorite things in Arknights is big earpieces to fit in people's big animal ears. Her big earpiece
is like Zootopia.
Great.
Knows how to put headphones on animal ears.
Yeah, but Arknights is Zootopia. Knows how to do this one thing, but isn't especially furry beyond that. No offense to Arknights or Zootopia.
I mean, Kuroblood is a furry, but 07's to Kuroblood, who may or may not ever make a piece of art again for this game. Not because I know anything in particular about this situation, but just because I've seen no evidence of it. Kuroblood, where are you? We need you.
We need you. Anyway, that's basically all I have to say about this image. It's like,
yeah, I think it's good. I think it's really good.
I think it's good at, like getting across what it wants to, which is, what if Alice in Wonderland was a child soldier?
It conveys a lot.
It does.
It's also, like, not totally edgy and fucked up about it, just because that's not what Arknights is doing, and I appreciate that.
No. Unlike some Arknights outfit, I do feel like every single part of this feels very sort of intentional.
Yeah.
I like her little chest badge, which, like, not all the operators have this, but this is very, like, this is my little school name tag.
I wish they'd be a little bit more consistent about the Arknights, the Rhodes Island uniform pieces on default operator outfits, but that's just on Limbus Company builds.
Uh-huh. Well, that's the point, is that, like, some of them are, really part of the company, and some of them are just, like, helping out. And
Yeah.
so they have, like, little
Contractors.
Yeah. But she's like, she lives here. So she has her little name tag displayed, so everyone knows it's Lisa.
It's Lisa.
It's Lisa.
And then the second image looks like it's from pink-petaled liner, Prisma Star Ilia.
Uh-huh.
Not in a bad way. Not in the way that's like, oh, this is lollybait. But just the way that her face looks now looks like she's from pink-petaled liner, Prisma Star Ilia.
Uh-huh. I love how this big fox is drawn. The brush, the, like, soft fuzzy brushwork on this fox is really great. It doesn't, like, it's very digital-y. It's not, like, necessarily like trying to look like any particular painting style, but they use this sort of soft feathered digital brush on it that looks very appealing. I'm just kind of looking,
and then
it
gets really
her.
Spiky at the edges, which is fantastic.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking past her, and I'm looking at this fox.
No, focus in.
I'm focusing it. I also like how her little cloak thing, which is now, like, flying up and has ruffled edges now. Did it have ruffled edges before?
Yeah, it's new.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't before.
It kind of looks like the fox has a little scarf.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's a slightly different outfit in a way that's fucking me up.
The Elite 2s are sometimes slightly different outfits, yeah. She now has the Portal 2 Longfall boots. Her little things have evolved into the Portal 2 Longfall boots with the braces and stuff. These are adorable.
These are the best. These kick ass.
Uh-huh. I feel like this is what they would give to my kid if I brought them to, like, a VR, like, place.
Oh, yeah. I like that all of the various unstrapped in pieces of the harness of her loose tactical vest, which, by the way, is now, like, part of her plug suit and fitted in, so it's not loose. But all of the loose harness pieces have turned into this string bow that's like, yeah, okay, I get it, I understand. It's very good.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Her dress now has, like, it is more. It has 2 layers of petticoats now, so it looks especially petticoat-y. I feel like the contrast between, like, the plug suit material and the dress material is a lot more in this one.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, her whole, like, in this one she feels like so much more consumed by the, like, tact-aware shit. Like, in the first one, I feel like at a very, very quick glance, she looks more like she's wearing a normal dress than she does in this one. Where she has this, like, fucking triangle of straps and shit all over her.
I mean, it looks like that partially just because it's, like, her dress flares out way more to create this contrast with the super form-fitting piece, and also just because the entire energy of the piece is being consumed by a thing.
I'm trying to, like, I'm looking at her weapon, and I'm trying to figure out whether it's transformed into this, or whether it's a different weapon. Like, I'm trying to, like, follow... Because it has...
it's different.
It has all of the...
It's got, like, a bayonet on the end. On the other end from the pike.
Oh, yeah, it does. They've sort of screwed it in on that little weird handle. Huh.
And then all of these flamethrower bits, there's 4 of them now, and there's way more. And the bunny is turned into axe blades.
Yep. Great. My child soldier. She looks younger in this one also.
And her headband has merged with her earpiece.
Yep. Yeah, she's no longer wearing, like, a separate kind of charming child's headband and an earpiece. Now she's just wearing a headset that has a blue part.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
This is an extremely effective image in conveying, like, hey, we turned your child into a child soldier. Like, more, again.
Yeah, thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Uh-huh.
Hope this helps.
Yeah. The fucking mother fox watching her. I do like that the fox is sort of, like, ambiguously... It's ambiguous to me whether the fox is watching her or whether it's watching you. But either way, it's got a good protective vibe. there's something funny to me about, like, the fact that she has 9 tails. Not to, like, get too much into myth shit that I don't know that much about. But, like, Kitsune have, like, less tails, and then they work up to 9 tails, right?
Yeah.
She's already there, and she's, like, 10. Well, I guess thanks to her father's mysterious bloodline or whatever.
Yeah, his sacred bloodline.
His sacred bloodline. Anyway, I'm done with that image.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. I really like it.
Fond of that image.
It's way different stylistically for reasons I don't fully understand. But it, like, again, gets across the thing it wants to do.
Yep.
Impressively.
Hey,
in this one, her tails are tied up into, like, a thing.
In this one, she's a child soldier, but, like, a lot.
In this one, she's a child soldier.
Fucking... Oh, man. Where do I even start with this one?
Yeah.
She
doesn't have her braids in. She has her hair into 2 little pigtails now.
No, yeah. I mean, she's in, like, a wasteland. This is her wastelander outfit. This is her Fallout ass outfit.
With these broken satellite dishes.
The broken satellite dishes are really funny to me for some reason.
They're awesome, I think. They do kind of just look like giant, fans.
Fucking... Oh, interesting. There's no, like, they love to, in the Elite 2, whatever, and also, like, every other thing. How old is she? Not age, like, how long ago was she introduced into the game?
Good question.
But, like, none of her skins have, like, a big fox in the background at all. Our last one has some little foxes, but this one has a crow instead of a fox, which feels like, I don't know, they just have, like, a thing that they do.
Did you just say none of her skins have a big fox in the background?
Oh, aside from the Elite 2. None of her skins.
I was like,
Ash, there's not a big fox there, you're crazy.
Well, my bad.
I like this outfit though. I like her, like, wrapped gloves. Her, like, belt wrapped gloves. Where do you think she finds in the wasteland all of these small belts to wrap her gloves with?
Many people are asking this. She was introduced on Global. She's been around since October 2020.
Okay. That's just nice to know. I like her, like, I like her big hiking boots. It's like, I almost feel like there's not that much to talk about here, because it just kind of feels like a fairly naturalistic outfit. She's like, she's got a coat. It's, like, tattered in a fun way. The tatter's drawn nicely. She's got very naturalistic, normal-looking hiking boots. Like,
these boots are normal as fuck.
She's wearing, like, a normal scarf and a normal shirt and, like, normal jeans with slightly too many belts.
I like that her kind of ragged bandana scarf is also still tech wear. Like, it's still green patterned with squares.
But she's, like, not that tech-weary. Like, she's kind of just wearing, you know... This could be from... Aside from just, like, the fact that it's Suzuran, this outfit could be from, like, any game. And I don't know how I feel about that.
I do like... One of the things I like about this is that her staff that she's holding is clearly still meant to evoke her staff. Because it has this twisting wire on it. But it's like a geocommunication system.
Yeah. It's got these solar panels, which is cute. It's sort of like, you know, continues to tie into her theme of, like, you know, the sun and fire. It's like, it's an appealing staff. I like looking at it. I don't know.
I want to know how she's tied her tails up in this way. Looks like it would be very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But also probably still practical.
It's not... I don't know. I can't tell. I guess she could just be holding them bunched up.
That would be more uncomfortable.
Uh-huh.
I think that this, like, shock of red at the middle is actually a really good, focus point for the image. I don't think it's that distracting. I keep imagining the image without it, just because it's so bold, and it's just, like, in the center of the image on her arm. But, like, no, the fact that it brings you back to the center of the image is good, actually. It's, like, it gives you a strong starting place from which to work out to the rest of this image, and I like it a lot. It brings my immediate attention to her, and imagining it without this is like, yeah, okay. I mean, it's just a little bit harder to follow visually.
Yeah. I agree.
Good outfit.
Yeah, good outfit.
That might be all we have to say about this one.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's good.
In this next one, she's Alice in Wonderland.
She's Alice in Wonderland. She's in Wonderland.
Also,
weirdly, she's in Mahjong Soul.
I was gonna say
she's in a Cat Food Studios game.
She has the Mahjong Soul little fucking Ichihime guys, the little black cats. What's up with those?
Well,
the one on the left, like, you know, could be excusable. Because, like, that's a cat. But the one on her head is just the thing.
Yeah, but with different eyes.
I guess it's a headless cat. Or it's not a headless cat, the opposite. I guess it's
a catless head.
A catless head. Because she's Alice in Wonderland. You know, in this image in which she's Alice in Wonderland with her frilly blue dress and her animal companions and her sort of, you know, bright but, like, kind of weird forest. Again, there's some, like, fun kind of little, like, cultural mashy stuff where, like, this forest, and, like, she's doing Alice in Wonderland, but there's also these little kind of, like, white transparent spirits everywhere that feel very Japanese. And, like, it's cute. She's talking to her little... I really, like, I sort of, like, don't care about her face in any of the previous 3 images. But I think this one, in which she's, like, having a little chat with her little guy, is very cute. I think she like, has an expression on her face where she, like, looks interested, but also, like, maybe a little bit annoyed with this, like, blush. And that's nice. It's nice when characters have an expression on their face. You know.
This is a really nice, like, well-drawn image. I don't know if I like it, like, as a part of this set. This is an image in which she's, like, just Alice. She's just a normal girl. I mean, her staff is in the background still.
But her staff is just like a wreath.
It's a wreath, yeah.
She has the brownstones, like the same type of shoe, but now they're just brownstones.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that.
You feel like this is like propaganda to make you forget that she's a child soldier?
Kinda. It's just like, so, I don't know, it's very milquetoast. There's, like, not a lot to it. I mean,
she's just Alice in Wonderland.
The, like, combination of cultural references is interesting and stuff. But, like, I struggle with this one. I don't know how I feel about it. She's just a normal girl in this one. It's like, what if we took her main image, but just took her out of all of the tech wear, and it would look like this. Also, they undid her braids and made her look more like a normal girl.
Yeah, that's fair.
Undoing her braids also gets rid of an important part of her silhouette, IMO, but that's picky.
Yeah, that's fair. She is sort of like, her head is just kind of a mush of hair.
That's because she's Alice. She has to have the long blonde hair because she's Alice.
Yeah. That's Ash, that's very fair. That being said, I also like this dress.
That's
I think
fair.
It's cute. This like, you know, it's made of this clearly, like, thick material that's been laced up. I think it's cute. I don't disagree with you, but I do enjoy my time with this image. I'm enjoying being here looking at this image. It's pleasant. The colors are nice. The composition is nice. It's got this like faux symmetry thing. It's cute. I don't disagree with you though, that this is almost like kind of not Suzuran.
Yeah.
Like Suzuran, she's sort of not suffering enough for how we've established Suzuran. Nothing's on fire. Nothing is like, she's not starving in a wasteland, like a child soldier. I don't disagree with you that this is kind of a nice image, but it's not really an image of Suzuran in that particular way.
Yeah. Interesting. Here's some daisies that aren't fucked up, though.
Oh, yeah, I really like how this forest is painted. It's just like
Prosciutto di Parma
really
callback.
Nice.
What if it looked like this instead?
What if
What if he was in front of this Arknights background?
Oh.
Instead of the one he is in front of.
Like, look at how the lighting the dappled lighting is painted. It's beautiful. These like thick, like faux oil painting strokes. Like, great. I love Suzuran. I love that we're not torturing her as a child soldier. Me, person who lives in Rhodes Island, I love that we don't have child soldiers. I love
that we don't have child soldiers. In her 5th image, this is a Mahjong Soul outfit of her. Like, I'm not kidding. That's what this is.
Now, it does have... I will say...
There's 10 million things on it. It's conspicuously seasonal. She's modeling for a shot of her being in this outfit because it's seasonally appropriate.
I will say that those little circles on the bag, I'm sure they're just flowers. I hate that this wiki does not have the images in higher resolution than this. But, like, those little circles on her bag do look conspicuously like Peen from Mahjong. Like, from the Mahjong suit.
I just, like, there's no narrative to this image. In a way that there is in Arknight skins, usually.
Right. She's just one, like...
It's the new year.
I guess
she's
the
going
idea
to the shrine
is that, she's like home in what's fake Japan called again?
Great question.
Higashi. From being Higashinese. But like, yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, the idea is that, she's home in Higashi. She's dressed in Higashi wear. I do like these sort of like kimono pieces and various things, over this like extremely conspicuous, like British made apron.
Yeah, I mean, she has this in her base. Like, this is the front flap of her plug suit, really. But they've just reinterpreted it here. But, like, it is kind of hard. I love the little foxes beside her. They're so
the
cute.
Little foxes are so good. Also kind of Mahjong Soul to just have some little guys to enhance the image. Her shoes are so big. Her feet are really big, actually. Looks weird.
She's a Splatoon character.
She's a Splatoon character. Yeah, I don't know. I find this image, like, kind of hard to look at. Like, there's so much, this is, classic Arknights problem. There's so much going on in the center of her outfit that it's not that I can't parse it, kind of. I wish I had this image in a bigger resolution. It's not that I can't parse it, but it's just that there's so many different lines, and it's not even the colors. It's that there's so many lines pointing in so many different directions that just point you sort of nowhere. Like there's lines on the purse that point you nowhere in particular. All of the, like, it just like, it's kind of like not, it's kind of just not a composed image that has like composition.
Yeah, she has a pinwheel tucked in her, like, I always want to call this an obi, but I'm not sure it actually is.
Oh, yeah.
She's a pinwheel tucked in there.
Why is that a completely different color from anything else in the image?
I know. She got the purse hanging from the strings. She's got, like, 2 different colors on this ribbon that's forming a bow, and then also another layer of the kimono. And then, really the thing which, like, takes me on this image from being, like, it's fine, to being like, I don't like it, is that she has her hair out of the braids again.
Uh-huh.
That's a different character.
Uh-huh.
Like, you can't fool me. If you go from looking at the previous one to this one, it's not as evident. But if you go from looking at, like, just scrolling up to the top of her wiki page and looking at her base image in just her headshot, you're like, oh, that's a different girl.
Yeah.
That really bothers me.
Uh-huh. It's also, you know, I mean, it's different lighting, but I feel like the color of her hair has changed. In this one specifically, like, it's a lot more, like, dull and brown.
Well, the ends of her hair also, like, blacken places,
they darken.
Which it isn't there in the normal images.
Yeah, not there in any of them.
No.
Her hair, like, tends to, you know, turn to white because, you know, it's foxtails.
Yeah.
Weird. They took a picture. This is a picture of her sister, I think.
Yeah, it must be.
This is a picture that her sister back home in Higashi sends her to be like, hey sis, hope you're having fun in the child soldier department of Rhodes Island.
I'll be here.
I'll be here with my little foxes.
It just bothers me. The foxes are perfect, though, and I have no issues with them.
Yeah, they're great. Yeah, and this background is sort of nothing to speak about. It's like a picture of a fake Japanese shrine.
It's not even really an Arknights background. Usually those fade into some sort of, like, abstraction at some point. This is just a picture.
Uh-huh. It's just an image.
They put her in a place. Put that girl in a location.
Uh-huh. It also... That's fine. They don't even, like... The, like, torii gate that she's standing in front of doesn't even, like, look the same as the one in her Elite 2. It's fine. It's just like... Fucking Japanese-Italian Alice in Wonderland. I'm gonna say the line one more time, and then we can take a 5-minute break.
Okay, great. Have fun.
The daughter of a... wow. The daughter of a Higashinese Kitsune Kanushi and Ingrid Venezia, a former Volpo mafioso, Famiglia Venezia of Syracusia. Nope. How do you pronounce it?
Okay. The daughter of a Higashinese Kitsune Kanushi and Ingrid Venezia, a Fulper... Fuck! The daughter of a Higashinese Kitsune Kanushi and Ingrid Venezia, a former Volpo mafiosa of Famiglia Venezia of Syracusa. Lisa is famous for her 9 fluffy tails due to her father's sacred bloodline. It's just Syracusa. You keep adding an ia to it, which isn't there. Because you say Famiglia Venezia. And you're like, well, now it's Syracusia.
Well, it's just hard, because, you know, when you say the daughter of a Higashinese Kitsune Kanushi and Ingrid Venezia, the former Volpa Mafiosa, Famiglia Venezia of Syracusa, it, like, you really want to add the ia.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my God.
Former Volpo Mafiosa is the hardest part of that sentence.
Former Volpo Mafioso.
Former
Famiglia
Volpo
Venezia. Oh, man. We should take a 5-minute break so I can eat more ham, not into the microphone.
Yeah.
I mean, Ash will hear me eating into the microphone, but we'll spare you.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so bye.
Bye.
わかっているよ。 俺の存在が眩しいから、いつも触れたくなってしまうんだろ？ん？顔が土で汚れている？君のために新鮮なバラを摘んできたんだ。このぐらいの汚れは、どうってことないさ。
Great.
Great.
Crepe.
Great.
Great.
Numbers.
Numbers. Oh, are we just getting right into it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Welcome back to
back.
Soulmates.
Numbers. We forgot to do those. Numbers for those guys.
Prosciutto di Parma.
Prosciutto di Parma.
Cuteness.
Cuteness. Wait.
He's
I have to...
meat.
Uh-huh.
He's meat.
Sure. I think he's a little cute. I think he's not...
He's a little cute.
a 0.
How much of his cute is due to the pig? Approximately.
I guess he's not... I guess he's more sort of wrapped up in appeal. He might be fairly low cute. He's got, like, his... maybe that's... He's got a cute pig.
He's a cute pig.
Do you think he's low cute? Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah, I think he's a 1.
Think he's a 1? Okay, that's fair. I would agree. I think he's a 1. Appeal.
He's a 1. Appeal. High.
Has to be high. He's an escort.
He's an escort.
He's a professional escort and photographer, which is a
there
very
anything that you
convenient
would
combination
describe...
of things to be. Is there
anything about him that you would describe as unappealing?
Yes. He comes on too strong.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's like a bit too much. He seems really bad at taking it slow, but he does seem good at his job, which is being appealing.
5?
5 is fine.
Okay.
1, 5.
Kinsey scale number.
3. Yep. And that's Prosciutto di Parma.
153.
153. I'm checking the pins. I guess I also need to check the arc. Didn't he just give someone 153? No. Oh, Leia is 15X. Very similar energy, honestly. Prosciutto di Parma and Leia would get along.
Mm-hmm.
We functionally gave them the same score in a way.
In a way.
Suzuran. Cute. High, but not maxed out. There are cuter children. She's a...
Do you think? Do you really think?
I mean, she is a child soldier pyromaniac. You gonna argue to me that makes her cute?
I mean, I just think that her whole point is that she's so cute that you forget she's a child soldier.
But, like, your whole point with not liking Spring Praise was that she can't be too cute.
Yeah, or else you lose her.
I think...
So 5.
I think both Spring Praise and Yukibare are, like, she's too cute, so you lose her. She's like a little bit of a devil, I think. I mean, she does her homework.
That's fair. What you're saying is 5.
Yeah. Appealing. She seems nice.
Is she fun?
I don't think she's... Hang on. Flipping over to her dialogue. She doesn't seem...
That's a good point.
Like... fun. But she's nice. She, like... You know... She's friendly. At one point, she offers you a blanket. She, like, you know... likes praise. She's, you know... she's nice. I think she's a lot of people who don't like children that much, sort of ideal kind of like charming, friendly child, you know?
She is a polite child.
She's a polite child, and in some ways that makes her more appealing, in some ways that makes her less appealing, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, you know, she's kind of your standard issue polite child soldier.
3 or 4?
3 feels right.
I might push for 4.
Okay. That's fine. I'm fine with 4.
For being very kind.
Yeah. No.
Kinsey scale number.
Kinsey. I'm fine with just giving her an X.
Yeah.
She's like...
Me too.
You know... Not all children...
She's too busy being a child soldier.
Too busy being a child...
Not all children are an X.
Not all children are an X, but she's too busy being a child soldier to generate a strong sense of self.
Uh-huh.
Great.
Great.
That was... Wait. I don't have the spreadsheet open. Am I stupid? Where even is
153 and 54X.
Okay. Oh, you're putting those in. Thank you.
Yeah, I have it. Don't worry.
Thank you. 54X. Great. I have a very brief pitch for, you know, these two interacting. I think in his travel, you know, wherever she is, Prosciutto di Parma teaches a photography class that she goes to, and I think she has a nice time, and I think she's fond of his little pig.
Yeah.
That's it.
That is cute.
Yeah.
That's cute.
She just has a nice time in his photography class. And it's cute. Affirm. Moving on. To Focaccia.
Yay!
Arknights Focaccia.
It's a kind of flatbread that looks like pizza. You make it in it's oven fired.
It's oven fired.
Furnace.
It's Focaccia. You know Focaccia. Focaccia's
You know Focaccia.
good
You know
bread.
it from anime and manga.
You know it from anime and manga. It's Focaccia. They seem to really like focus in on the fact that I think of Focaccia as sort of like a soft and sort of upper class bread. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so to like see them brand Focaccia as this like fiery punk that has like flame arrows pointing down at his crotch is very funny to me.
Uh-huh.
This is not what I think. Oh my god, his hand is so scary.
Oh, yikes. Oops. Yikes.
His left hand is so scary.
Ooh.
I mean, there's
Behold not.
there's elements to this image that give across that sort of like upper class Italian thing. In particular, this very nice fireplace he's sitting on. But like, you know, he's his hand is so scary. I need to not look.
Uh-huh.
But he's got these like
I like his yellow riding pants.
The thing that I'm realizing about Food Fantasy, they love big lace-up boots. Huge fan
really
of big
do.
lace-up boots.
These ones are steel-toed.
They're steel-toed. Yeah, they've got nails in them. Like, god damn.
And that is sick. I love the little inside of the heel, like, woven together part of it. And, like, the shock of red on the heel.
Yeah.
They love men in big lace-up boots, and so do I.
I'm not complaining. I like how the shoes are asymmetrical outside and inside. On the inside, they have this fun little kind of diamond, like, slit pattern.
Yeah.
You know, I like a good cropped leather jacket. I like his leather jacket.
Oh my god, it's so like, goofy.
He's so goofy. He's got such
the only thing that would make it. Wait, I just noticed his big triangular. I can't tell if that's on his jacket or if it's his earring. I think it's on his jacket. This big triangle on his collar.
Yeah. It's you can see the same thing on his belts. Yeah.
Awesome.
He does have earrings though. His big chest
Oh yeah,
tattoos.
he has a little...
These weird, stupid... What the fuck is going on? Don't look at his hands, but look just above his hands. What's this little, like, holster of these little, like, miniature spears? Question mark? What's going on
Those are his
there?
fidget spinners. Be nice.
My apology. Those are his fidget spinners. He needs them for accessibility.
Those are his hooves, you bitch. I like that. I can't tell if... I feel like here's my character pitch for Focaccia, who has presented himself to me with the most energy ever. Some of these on his chest are chest tattoos. Some of them, as you can see on his arms, are him literally being on fire. But some of those are still chest tattoos.
No, I think you're 100% correct. Oh man, I do love how, like, again, I you know what? I've retracted my previous thing because they've hit at a really funny thing where, like, the upper half of this outfit is so punk. He's got this fucked up, like, bread cutter baseball bat. I don't know what his weapon is, but it's scary. And it's punk.
It's a bread slicer.
But it is a bread slicer, yeah. But it's also, like, a little bit fancy, right? Like, it's got this nice detailing. And, like, he's got this, like, fucking punk-ass cropped leather jacket. But then he's also got these dandy-ass riding pants. And
I know! This is what I'm saying, is he's got the riding pants that are in yellow for, like, being a bread. And so this is his soft bread thing, is his, like... his dandy ass riding boots and riding pants.
Yeah, and he really has the energy of, like, you know, fucking college kid at, like, Harvard, Yale.
Yeah, he's a massive poser.
Who, like, comes from a rich family but wants everyone to think that he's cool and punk.
The thing I'm obsessed with about, like, this image in general, we haven't even talked about, first of all, well, hold on, I'll get to it. I like that he's burning herbs. Like, so true. What a nice, just sort of a toasted herb bread.
Yeah. I wonder if that's something specific. Are those olive flowers? They look like olive flowers to me.
That's what I was thinking, because they do name drop olive oil.
Yeah.
In the food description. But we haven't even talked about his fucking, like, waist capelet thing. His belt that holds this, like, green fabric that goes around his waist. Viva la Italia. And then it has a red, like, skirt under it. I don't...
It's like a little... It's not his capelet.
Jacket.
Yeah, he has, like, a little capelet. Again, he's a dandy boy. He's a, like, fake punk dandy boy. Very Italian episode of the show.
I mean, let's go. It really is an Italian episode of the show. Wait. Prosciutto, Suzuran, Focaccia? Okay. I mean, Shamare is also... I mean, not literal... Whatever.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. But in his sprite, in his little chibi battle sprite, it looks like that's just like a long pirate jacket or whatever, because it doesn't make clear that his jacket is cropped.
Right.
And so it just looks like it's all one garment, but it's not. It's a really high cropped jacket over his bare chest, and then a separate waist capelet.
I do wish I owned this jacket. This sick jacket.
He could be the frontman of the worst punk act you've ever seen.
Great. Good for him, honestly. Seems like he's having a good time.
I've decided this guy rules because he sucks.
Yeah, absolutely.
This guy is, like, the
energy.
worst, but he's really trying.
Great.
God.
Ascended. Yeah, in this one, I didn't look at this one previously, because we rolled these characters kind of hastily. He's singing in this one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he does kind of look like he's using his bread slicer as a mic, almost.
His body proportions in this one kind of look like, you know how like in a horror movie or game or something when like, you know, the thing is coming out of you or like a spider is emerging from your body? That's kind of what's happened to him. He's like got weird angles.
He's emerging from his legs.
Like his chest is like stretched in a weird way that I'm not a huge fan of. He has like
He's bursting out of his waist.
He has like a bulge around his waist, but it's in the wrong spot. And I'm like,
I just think that it really doesn't help, like, the lines of fire coming out of his, like, crotch. Because it just looks like he's, like, exploding outwards. And also the little waist harness thing. Like, what the fuck?
He's still got herbs on his bread slicer.
I didn't realize the herbs were attached to the weapon.
I guess so. They're part of the weapon. He's also in fucking Tartarus.
He is. I mean, he's summoning the pits of hell to his hand.
To give them a high five. I really like these action lines of lava around his hand. His hand that looks like he just gave a cartoon high five. Goofy ass image.
This guy kicks ass. I decided this is the best man. Holy shit. Why is he like that?
This image has real composition, too. These lines of fire bring you up to his stupid high five, and then you follow that down to his face, and then you follow the line of his awful hip thrust back down to the fire. The image has real composition. It's fucked up.
Sorry, I'm really fucked. It's like I can't laugh normally because of my whole situation, and so I just start laughing and then I get completely owned. This is like a really nice image. Like, it's a good image.
Sort of, yeah.
I think it's good. I think it's genuinely good.
Sure.
Like, it's drawn well, it's composed well. I think that, like, we're mostly looking too hard at his chest, frankly.
Just don't do that.
Just don't do that. And it's just like, it has an extremely strong energy.
It does.
That is phenomenal. This guy has an extremely strong energy. It's not even... You can create a character who gives off an extremely strong vibe and not have me react this way to them. Like, you can just do an archetype. It's, it's simple. It's quite shrimple. But I think the thing which is getting me about this guy is just how enthusiastic he seems about being just a total douchebag.
Yep.
And, like, I can't help but join in with him. I'm like, hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah, brother.
Up top.
Dudes rock.
Dudes rock. This is the most dudes rock ass.
Yeah.
Dudes rock getting chest tattoos on top of my open fire wounds. Dudes rock getting my dandy ass steel-toed boots with nails hammered into them.
Oh man.
Dudes rock attaching olive plants to my bread slicer that I kill you with. He's a thingamabob man for sure. Fantastic.
Great.
Now, what about this one in which he's a doggy?
No, he's a dog boy.
No, he's a dog boy.
I like how they make it very explicit that he's not a real dog boy.
No, this is an attached tail.
Yeah, he's going to the club.
He literally is going to the club. Okay, hold on. Because he's going to the club. He's got his kigu, like, cropped kigu on. He's like...
The crop kigu is killing me! The crop
really
kigu
good.
with the, like, studded wool lining.
I know. Listen.
Fuck me,
and then
bro.
He's got a chest harness that's open just enough that you can see, like, the bottom of his back and, like, some of his, like, pecs. But it's a chest harness which his fire wounds are still coming out of. He's got a tail attached, but it's also harnessed to a garter on his leg for no reason.
He has a whole, like, listen, not to get too technical, and also, but, like, this has, like, the shaping of this harness is, like, too close to me to a strap-on harness.
No,
you can see,
absolutely.
like, the flap flying off in front of his leg. That's the O-ring. He's got an O-ring.
Good for him. And then he's got his little, like, claw attachments to these boots, which, by the way, are awesome. They make him look like a Sonic character. These are so good. I wish I owned these. And then he's got, like, a broken chain on one ankle. Like, bro.
Bro.
I don't know what role he is at this point, but, like, I'm happy for him. He's about to have a good time at the club.
Yeah.
And he's got this broken lead pipe to show it.
Yeah, he's either on his way to the club, or he's exiting the club and he's extremely drunk, and he's just got a pipe and he's just breaking shit.
I mean, good for him.
Good for him. He did walk out of the club with his strap-on harness still on. So this indicates to me that maybe he had a bit too much to drink. Good for him.
What the hell? This, like, I want to be clear. This rules. Like, this image as a whole is a little bit too much, and also extremely looks like he's bleeding from all of those fires.
Yeah. I like the ambiguity between
signs...
fire and blood, to be clear.
Oh, yeah. The street signs are like, cool and awesome. I think the composition overall is quite good. Even if you shouldn't, like, think about how his boots or feet are at all. This time his legs are emerging from his waist. Like, I think my nitpick about this is just that, like, he has lighter hair in this one in a way that was immediately noticeable to me. But maybe he just dyed it so he could go to the club. I mean, he didn't. It's not that way in his, like, Intense Flame chibi. But his Intense Flame chibi is not nearly as fun. Just in general.
Yeah.
It's all, like, black and doesn't have any of this. I mean, the outfit is black, and it's just lit by this orange, like, flame blood light, which is awesome. They do a really good job with it. But, like, not showing any of the skin or using any of the orange that's in the original is like, man, whatever.
Yeah. Fucking insane. Focaccia.
Fucking genuinely insane image. I love it. Good job, man.
Good job, bro.
Good job, bro. Dudes rock. Dudes rock.
Dudes rock.
Does he have anything in his, like, main story thing? That's
I kind of don't care. I've decided that I mean,
no,
like,
he's just on fire. Okay.
Yeah, he's just on fire. His voice lines are basically what I expect.
He's simple and innocent. People take him for a fool. Okay, we're right. Optimism is his strong point.
Good for him.
His excessive enthusiasm. He thinks he's staying undercover, but everyone sees right through him.
I need to pull you away from Focaccia. We'll talk about Focaccia forever. Now it's time to talk about Crepe. Is Crepe is French, right? I'm like, is Crepe Italian?
Crepe is French.
Crepe. I bet people eat crepes in France,
I
Germany.
mean, you can go
That
to the
seems
food
right.
info tab on foodfantasy.fandom.com, and it'll tell you that she's type desserts, origin France, time unknown. Crepe was once a basic recipe without much flavor. Brutal.
Now,
why? Why would you say that to her?
First things first. I like that she looks like a crepe.
She does look like a crepe.
She's got this big... I can't... Oh my god, the energy is so broken.
Dude's rock.
It's rock. She... You know, she's got the layers, she's got this big thing, she evokes this they're going for this very specific type of crepe, which I appreciate, which is like crepe with strawberry and chocolate and maybe some cream, and everything in this outfit leans into that, and it's cute, it's nice, it has a very contained color scheme, it's nice. The actual woman crepe, I'm not a huge fan of.
No.
I don't really like this
pose. This pose doesn't do her any favors.
No. Just, like, the composition of... Look at how small she is in this, like, physical
this image is tiny.
Like, she's so small.
She's, like, half the size of everyone else, because they just didn't give her legs.
She doesn't have any legs. There's this, like...
She's just a torso.
Awkward...
She's just a crepe.
Yeah. Like, you can tell that she has legs and she's but, like, what's her posing? She looks very bent backwards. Like,
she's W-sitting.
She's not. Like,
she isn't, but
good
she kind
callback.
of is.
She just exists. Like, my problem is that she sort of in the pose you would get on, like, a music video after someone does a jump, you know?
Yeah.
But, like also...
if you think about this, she's just doing an insane backbend, and this is a this is a top-down shot of her.
Well, the top-down shot of her breaks my brain. If I think of this as being, like, a straight-on shot, and she's just doing, like, a jump and kick back up, then it works a little bit better, but then she's standing on this strawberry, which makes it looks like it's the top-down shot, but the top-down shot doesn't make any sense, because she's the most unstable out of anyone we've ever covered on this show, and that's
she's about to
something.
do a dead drop.
She is mid-dead drop, maybe. I have no idea. She's
gonna die, because she has no, like, her head is gonna hit the floor.
Yeah, she's just gonna fall infinitely into this, like, Kirby shapes void.
I do appreciate how Kirby core she is.
She is! Like, she's got a strong energy. But, like...
I don't even really like her design, though, as a person.
Yeah, like, she has, like, a crown... And so she's supposed to be like royalty, but they don't lean that hard into it.
5-pointed Parma crown.
Fuck me.
And then we died.
Yeah, the episode in which we're both dying. My back is hurting so much. But like, her fucking... Yeah, she has this, like, royalty thing going on, but they're not leaning into it that much. So I guess she's just, like, a French noblewoman, but, like, she doesn't really, like, and it's not really, it's just not, what's her, skipping ahead, but what's her fucking, okay, why does her ascended look like that? Okay.
Oh, I haven't looked at it yet.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
For marriage.
Great. Like, I don't know, like, this is a cute dress and it's drawn relatively well, and this is a cute cloak and it's drawn relatively well, but they don't mesh as well as I'd like them to, and the whole thing is just like, nah. It doesn't lack visual language or visual rhythm or anything, it just doesn't do anything with it. I just don't like
what it does.
Yeah, it just doesn't do anything.
Yeah. There's too much that they're trying to make happen with this pose. It's the pose is load-bearing in a way that is untenable.
Yeah, I think if she was posed normally in this dress, I would still think the dress was kind of boring. But, like, it wouldn't be as bad.
Yeah, I could also see it without my brain breaking.
Uh-huh.
Also, I don't really like her bob, but that's just me. It's not even a bob. I don't like her haircut.
Yeah, her haircut also kind of stands out as, like, being... I don't understand... Like, this is just not a haircut that gels with her sort of thing, which is fine, but, like, it doesn't not gel with her thing for any perceivable reason.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't... Not everything in the image needs to fit together sort of into this perfect, like, archetype. But, like, she's not... doesn't break from her archetype in any interesting way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why does her ascended look like that?
Now you understand.
Hey, this is like... Okay, this is a color insert from a clamp manga.
Uh-huh.
This is... Her head is so large. And her legs
so
and hands
big.
are so small.
Yep.
And her face is not big enough for her head.
Yep.
It's the same image, but she's posed slightly differently. She's even on the crepe the same way.
Uh-huh. Oh, she's...
And, like, now I understand the first image a little bit better, but I also don't like either of them.
Why does she have side ass and also her hips are disconnected from her
Ugh.
waist?
Wow, that's awful. Thanks.
Like, they took her hips from up at her waist, and then they rotated them and dragged them down, and they, like, snapped off.
Yeah.
I'm not even picturing this in a horrifying way. I'm picturing this into the way she's sort of like a clay figure. She looks, you know, she's kind of, I don't know.
Why is this a sticker?
So much like a toy. Also, yeah, why is it a sticker? Why does it have a sticker outline? Why is she on a crepe sticker? What's going on?
Why is she sticker?
I get why she has a fan, because it, like, folds out like a crepe. But, like...
Yeah.
Why is it so small? Why are her hands so small? What's going on? Why does she have side ass? What's happening?
Why does she have side ass?
Why does she have side ass?
Why?
I don't understand.
Why?
She looks like she's hiding a second person under her skirt. And she's sitting on their shoulders.
The magician's trick.
Yeah. And then she splits apart and you're like, oh, and then you
She's
clap.
ready to be separated in the boxes.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, why is it drawn like this?
Wow, this does nothing new, and I also don't like how it's drawn.
No.
Moving on.
Seaside holiday. This is the same as the last one, but at least her anatomy makes sense.
Yeah. I have no patience for this.
Uh-huh.
I can't tell if this is... Okay, I'm gonna choose to interpret this a little bit generously.
Sure.
And say that this floaty she's in is a frying pan. Not a bunny, because it's cuter that way.
It might be.
I have such an immediate negative reaction to looking at this.
Uh-huh.
It's just like
It
gives me those Mahjong Soul evil energies.
It's not like the worst drawing ever.
It's not.
It's like
it's just
her
like
body looks relatively nice and is proportioned nicely. Something about her face is scary though. Everything is too far apart and it's so scary. It's such a massive plane that has nothing on it.
I would maybe like this image if it was a different character, is the thing.
Yeah.
I just already don't like her and find nothing appealing about her design.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm, like, over it.
Yeah. It just,
like, does nothing for me.
Uh-huh. I like how, like, of all the things, she doesn't have like thigh squishes or anything. This is like a normal
No.
woman in a bathing suit. But like the way that she's squishing in this like swimming tube is extremely like pornographic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like swimming tube fetish art. That's Crepe.
That's Crepe.
I think we can stop looking at Crepe now.
Yeah,
I was
want
like,
to.
man, we have 9.
This one's a miss.
I was like, man, we have 9 images. I was like, is that too many? And now I'm like, no, we don't have to talk about Crepe.
I didn't want to look at any of these. I just want to look at Focaccia.
I want to look at Focaccia. I'm curious about Shamare. I mean, I've seen Shamare.
We do have to look at Shamare.
Okay, resetting. Ash, breathe in. And out. You reset?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Hey, she's Italian.
Is she Italian?
She's from Syracuse.
Fuck. The Italian episode.
The Italian episode.
Honestly, the Italian episode is not a bad episode title.
I mean, we're 4 for 5.
I had a good one
and
earlier.
the 5th one doesn't matter.
Probably eat crepes in Italy. It's close to, those places.
We hate the French.
Fuck the French.
Fuck the French. Hey, this scary child is, like, a scary child. I appreciate that.
Yes, her whole thing is that, she's like a horror. It's, like, weird that she's Italian, because, like, I feel like it's... I feel like I don't know. I feel like she should also be half fake Japanese, because I feel like this is pulling on what is, in my mind, a very kind of, like, not that there aren't scary children in Italy. Maybe I'm being too specific. But she's a scary child, yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, there's a lot of...
Her doll is called Morty.
Uh-huh. Like from the TV
Fun.
show. There's a lot of fun sort of scary child details on this that I really like. I like her stupid, she's so Nightmare Before Christmas coded. I like her stupid little Nightmare Before Christmas guy in her hair. I like that her sleeve is torn in such a way that it forms a maw. That's funny to me. I don't super like this weird frumpy dress that feels too short. I don't hate it the most. Her little doll has little knives and is wrapped up in little rope and little nail. She's a spooky child.
She's a spooky child. Her trivia suggests that the cursed island she's from in fake Italy might be a reference to the island of Poveglia in real Italy, which is claimed to be very haunted because it used to be a quarantine for those suffering the plagues and then later a mental hospital.
Ah, okay.
That's why she's Italian.
I see. I understand.
I'm Infinity Nikki pilled at the moment. I can't not look at her tights, which have these 3 skull designs on them, and are opaque at the bottom, but sheerer as they go up. Which is, like, not bad, actually. I really have nothing negative to say about it. It's just fascinating. I do like this lavender tinge that they give everything on her. It's very appealing.
Yeah. It's spooky. I do like... There's an element to this, like... It's funny how much less of a child soldier she is than Shamare. This like, weird, like, vest with these, like, cross-hatched ropes? I don't know how to describe this.
Yeah, the netting.
The netting, yeah, that's a better word. Over, like, this, like, collared shirt with, like, frilled sleeves. This weird dress thing with the frill at the bottom does feel extremely Italian in a really funny way. She's wearing like a 16th century like Italian noble vest as a dress. Hi Shamare, what's going on with you?
I would like to know.
I do love her face. Her facial expression comes across
it's
so
phenomenal.
Strong. I like this, like, I like this. I don't think it's weird. I like this little like bit of her shirt falling off into her, like there's this sense that she's like she's a little animal that is like kind of about to explode out of her, like, you know, her human shell and kill you. I like her one ear being cocked, you know, like a little fox when it's on alert. The like ears pivoted in two different directions is a good, like, that's how animals look when they are alarmed.
I wish you could see her tail better, but I do like how silky and smooth it looks.
Yeah.
The little bit you can see.
I like her, you know, her, like, her shoes are fine, but they're, like, you know, they're more just sort of, like, there's all this fucked up shit, and then there's just, like, bits and pieces. It's like, oh, yeah, she's just a normal little girl. Look at her sharp nails with, like, the... Oh, yeah. The, like, unevenly... You can barely see it, but the nail polish is kind of, like... Yeah, the unevenly
applied nail polish.
Such that it looks like it's just, like, blood. She's just got blood at the tips of her fingers.
The netting is definitely the most questionable part of this design. Not questionable in that way, just like, why is it like that? You can... What? I don't understand.
Are you looking under the netting and trying to figure out what's down there? I don't know. I can't tell.
It looks like she just has, like, a sheer fabric that shows her tummy, which would be awful.
Which would be awful.
And recontextualizes part of this in a way I never wanted, but I don't believe that's true.
I'm looking at her... Okay, her Elite...
But, like, that must be tummy.
Her Elite 2 doesn't show you anything. Man... Ugh. I
have questions. And I so deeply wish I didn't have them.
Yeah.
I don't even really want to say this one out loud. It's like too much for me. Where's my GitHub page where I can see Arknights operator details? Where I can see her chibi.
I'm looking for the same thing. This is aceship.github.io, by the way.
Show me
Shamare.
It doesn't really clarify anything. It does clarify that anklet is her, you know, disease beam bracelet. Which is nice. Her chibi looks nice. I like it. It didn't help, but I like it. I'm gonna stop looking at this image now.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna believe that that's not what I think it is and move on with my life.
Yeah.
Elite 2.
Elite 2.
This, goes hard.
Yes. She's so spooky.
Her apple.
I like, she doesn't in this one have any kind of spooky, like, fox or anything. She's just not that fox themed. And she just has these spooky guys. She just has her spooky
These
ghost
are her guys.
Yeah.
Those are her guys, you bitch.
Those are her guys, you bitch. I love, oh my god, this is so good. I love her weird, stupid wand that she has now, that she's just, like, stabbing Morty with.
Yeah.
Get fucked, Morty.
Get fucked.
She's eating an apple. You've interrupted her. You've interrupted her classic book-sitting apple-eating session. And she's giving me the stink eye and has a little fang, which is very cute. I think this drawing is great. The textures on this are so nice.
This looks... I can't decide what style this is that I'm, like, seeing this as. But this looks like a different thing that I can't identify right now. But, like, the lighting on it, specifically the way that the apple and her face are lit, is, like, really nice. And then the, like, harsh white on black shine on all of these, like, black spires. And the way that only a little bit of this background, only the one scary guy on the right is in light, and there's a bunch of them that are just completely in shadow, and you can really barely see them, is phenomenal. It's really well composed.
Yeah. Oh, man. It's like, I love this sort of sense of, like, being consumed. Like, all of these guys have these big, like, mouths that are, like, stitched up, but they look like they're... They all look like they're all kind of pointed such that they look like they're reaching to take a bite of the apple, you know? The apple's just this, like, shock of red in the middle. Yeah, and then, like, everything is sort of centered around it. Like, Morty is falling away from it. She's, like, you know, clutching it to her and, like, looking between you and it. All of the guys are, like, pointed to eat it. Everything is, like, around this apple. And it's, like, such a strong energy.
I didn't think about this before. It's on her first image as well. Why her shirts say E? E.
You can't just ask a girl why her shirt says E. I think it's just a clasp.
Why her shirt say E?
Why her shirt say E? You ever think about this?
I think about this a lot,
Oh my
obviously.
god, I flipped my mic upside down. Sorry.
Wow, impressive. I mean, why your mic say E? Why your mic say... And then I made a bunch of noises on it.
Great.
And those will be great in the editing.
It's okay. My new sound reduction stuff will get rid of it. Mostly.
That's the end of her tail, right? That's, like, brushing the books.
Yes.
It is always curled like that. I'm not sure how to feel about it, because I a little bit resent it for wanting to stick so close to the original image that it's still this, like, exact same shape, even though that's not necessarily...
Sure.
But, like, it's fine.
I will say they're doing a more interesting thing with it here, is that, like, specifically the, like, way the fur lines line up, it looks like a big hand. It looks like her big hand that she's sort of, like, again, her whole sort of deal is that she's sort of curled inward, protecting this apple. And her tail is doing this also. It's a big hand that's sort of curled around her and, like, between you and her. There's a whole, like, sort of feeling to this image of, like, curling inward that I really like. Except Morty, who's, like, curling outward, but also is dying.
And it looks the same as these, like, made of hair and fabric and string beasts.
Yeah. Sick.
Good image. I like it a lot.
Yeah. There are things I like and don't like about the base, but this Elite 2 is, like, such a level up. Which,
yeah,
like,
absolutely. I'd be very happy to get this as my Elite 2 image.
Absolutely. Great.
And then a low-res skin one.
Why is it
more
so
low-res than ever before?
We didn't do this for whatever, it doesn't matter. Witch Fest role-playing script, Horror Lair's Enigma, custom line echo of the Horror Lair. The actor plays the role of the Horror Lair's incarnation, patrolling its corridors and keeping it safe from the patronage of thieves. Thanks.
I'm amused by the fact that in this one, she has a dead Morty doll and a ghost Morty incantation ghost.
Now I understand their, like, their proposition about her mythological origin, because Morty here is in a little straitjacket.
Yeah. With an axe.
With an axe, just for fun. I do like how this hallway looks. Like, I love how... Weird thing to focus on first, but I love how unstable she looks. Like, I like how unstable this space looks like. Like, it looks like broken. Like, it doesn't just look like, part of the floor is cropped out. They've cropped it in such a way, and, like, it has shadow that it looks broken in a sort of like upsetting way.
And these really harsh white beams of light that are coming through the bars is like really not helping. Because only the shadowed parts are the parts where you can see the checkerboard pattern. So it looks like she's about to fall into a hole.
Yeah, and you can see stuff outside of the windows, but it's not behind the windows in the background, which is disorienting. I mean, it's subtle and nice in a way that, like, i.e. Palace, that last Palace skin is not. But, like, it's also, like, disorienting. Hey, in this one, she looks like a teenager.
Yeah! She really does. I keep trying to interrogate this outfit, but it's very low res. And also, it's kind of just like a normal.
I've seen the high res of this image in like the Arknights outfit shop. It looks nice. Oh, another thing that makes the floor look weird and broken is that the gold coins are like spilling off of it into the white background, which is kind of sick.
Yeah, and they cut off partially. I do like the conceit that this is like an RPG like scenario, and that's why there's this chest and gold and swords and shit on it. Is adorable, and I support it.
I think the bit is that she's like an actor in a haunted house. Oh yeah, she may be the only actor here really playing herself, which is cute. Yeah, I don't know how to, like, I mean, it's very low res. I also don't think that there's that much to this outfit. It's just kind of like a fairly plain sort of dark purple Lolita dress. It's fine. I like her little fascinator. I think it's cute.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
She sort of like can't escape being cute even when she's trying to be scary and like a little bit adult, which I think is fun.
I want to know, clearly this like black like Nekomata two-tailed cat with the scarf with the triangle on it is meant to be someone, but I don't know who.
Who can say? Hey, how do you feel about these Yuyagi blue butterflies?
I don't know why they're there. I like them.
I guess
they create a nice circle around the image in a way that like corresponds nicely with the little line of the summoned ghost.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, there's a really nice circle kind of surrounding her of like the butterflies and the summoned ghosts, and even like the axe and her little tails of her outfit are part of it. Not her tail, but like, and then this, puts her in sort of a frame within the image. Cute, good composition generally. I just don't know why there's blue butterflies. Probably some ghost story shit about blue butterflies that I'm not pulling immediately from my brain. Probably some ghost shit. Yeah, I don't know. She does look like a teenager in this one. Suddenly, she's like 2 feet taller. Comparing like
who knows
the height of her legs in the first image to the height of her legs in this one. Yeah, she's like at least a foot taller in this one suddenly.
This is a trivia. This is Miss Christine, the beastkin who stays on Phantom's side. So Operator Phantom's cat is beside her.
Huh. Okay.
Don't know why.
Uh-huh.
But happy for them. Well,
why can you obtain this outfit during Pinus Sylvestris, Near Light, and Il Syracusino reruns? Like, only one of those have anything to do with her. She doesn't have anything to do with the Night Major. Who can say?
Who can say?
Anyway. I guess that's the episode of the show. Numbers
for these three guys.
Numbers for these three freaks. Truly
my favorite
three
freak.
Freaks.
My least favorite freak. And a freak.
Just like a freak. Focaccia. Cute. Interesting question.
Uh-huh.
Because
His enthusiasm is cute.
His enthusiasm is cute. The fact that he's kind of a weird idiot is cute. He's a dumbass. Dumbasses are cute because they're dumb. He's a furry. Are furries cute?
He's a furry. Sometimes. It depends on the furry. All furries are different.
Uh-huh. Furries are people. The official stance people. Of Soulmates.
Yeah.
At least for now.
What the fuck?
I just said that because I thought it would make you laugh.
It made me go, what the fuck?
But, like, he's also, like, he can't be too cute. Can he? I'm always considering my conceptions on how cute he can be. Like, my instinct is a 2, but I'm like, is he actually kind of cute? Because he's a dopey dumbass and that's his main thing?
I think he might be a 3.
Okay, I think 3 is fair. Interrogating briefly whether 3 is sort of the coward's number. But, like...
No.
Yeah, 3. 3 is fair.
3.
3 cute. Appealing. He... No. I feel like food fantasy in particular really kind of tries and tests our system often. I don't know why this is. Because he's, like, kind of an idiot. Would he be fun to hang out with? Like, actually? I mean, probably. But, like, maybe too much.
I think he's, like... I think he sucks, and this is important.
Right, okay.
I think he's, like... He's on the low end of appealing.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm trying to decide how much.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm not sure if he's even incidentally appealing.
Sure.
Like, when you really think about it.
Right. I mean, he has a cool outfit, but, like, is it that cool?
Does he just suck?
Does he just suck? He's just kind of cute.
His character description, he's cute. You know, optimism is his strong point. He'll never give up trying to help. But his excessive enthusiasm is always giving people headaches.
Uh-huh. If you want to give him a 0 appealing, I'm fine with that. That's funny.
I think he might be, like, genuinely.
All right, 3.
I can't...
0. Kinsey.
Well, he's queer.
Yeah, image 3 really pushed... Not that image 1
he's
and 2...
He's between a 3 and a 6.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean, listen, not that straight people can't be kinky, but, like...
Uh-huh.
This is a queering show for queers.
Yeah. Not that straight people can't listen to this show. Rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts.
Hi, Mom.
Apple Podcast, parenthetical, the straight people podcast platform. I mean, like...
This is an interesting question.
He's such a fucking dog boy in the 3rd image.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's such a dog boy. Like, to an extreme degree. And it's like... But I'm not even sure what I mean by this. Like...
I don't want to... I think he's, like, a 3 or a 4.
Okay.
I feel this strongly in my heart.
What do you not want to do?
I don't want to give him a 6.
Uh-huh.
I don't think he's exclusively homosexual.
Sure. I would give him a 4.
I would give him a 4.
I would give him a 4. He's being given a 4.
He's being given a 4. Hey, do we have any takes on Crepe?
So, hang on. 304.
Yeah.
Do we have any takes on Crepe? Well, she's
meant to be cute.
The intent is that she's cute.
She's supposed to be cute.
Uh-huh. If you look at her voice lines, she is awful.
She
is terrible.
She's like they kind of can't decide whether or not she's like snooty or loves shopping.
Uh-huh. She's kind of like, Queen Elizabeth from Azure Lane, the anime.
Sure.
I just
references
wanted to drop
I
that
understand.
In there. Uh-huh. The people need to know that I've watched 2 episodes of Azure Lane. How do I feel about this fact? Don't worry about it. But like, she's so hard to look at. I'm like, it's so she feels like an evil temptress, She's like evil temptressing me into being like, listen, you have to give me sort of a conditional cute, right? Like, just because I'm wearing this dress, don't you have to give me a cute? Do you have to say I'm cute just because I'm dressed like this and I look like this? And I'm like, scary. I'm scared. I need an adult.
Yeah. I don't know what to think about Crepe. I don't know how to categorize Crepe. I don't want to look at Crepe for that long.
Uh-huh.
And so it's hard. It becomes difficult.
Uh-huh. Well, we could either listen, we could give up because it's too much. We could either give her an XXX, or we could give her a 000.
2 or 3 cute.
Okay. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
I need to be thorough.
You need your integrity. I understand.
I need my integrity.
I'm going as low as possible. I don't think she's that cute in terms of people being cute. Like, just like being cutesy does not get me there.
She is more than incidentally cute.
Sure. Fine. 2. Fine.
I mean, she can be a 1. She can be only incidentally cute.
No, she can be more than incidentally cute.
You don't sound happy about it, but I'm putting it down. Appealing.
Uh-huh.
Now here I would argue for a 1 or a 0.
Uh-huh.
Not as a measure of quality. But because
Ash's integrity.
Listen, this is why I can't abide by 000. It's not abiding by the spirit of numbers. It's as bad as saying 666 in the World Flipper episode. Which is wrong. I think it keeps me awake at night. Tamsin, if you hear this, you keep me awake at night. Ooh. Thinking about 666 from the World Flipper episode.
Buy her a drink
plotting
first.
my revenge. I try my best to make that as, like, not suggestive as possible, but plotting my revenge is still pretty... Anyway. But she's a 0 or a 1, because she sucks.
She does
just
suck.
Earnestly. And, she's
what's
also failed at having any appeal.
What's appealing about her? Name a thing. You can name a thing that's cute about her. Name a thing that's appealing about her.
I mean, my mind goes to the swimsuit outfit, but I'm not sure that's true. She's in, a school swimsuit.
Yeah. She's, not... Yeah. Again, the swim tube is sexier than she is.
The swimsuit outfit, for the record, we moved past Crepe very quickly because I have problems with her. But and I do have Crepe in Food Fantasy, if I were to use her on the regular, I would much rather look at Seaside Holiday than either of the previous two
Seaside
images.
Holiday
it is the best of the
fine.
three.
Yeah. I like her little garter with the strawberries on it. I'll say that.
Yeah. Is that appeal?
No, not really. She's wearing a normal bathing suit.
Then she's a 0.
Then she's a 0.
All right, we're starting off strong with 2 zeros on appealing.
Kinsey.
Now,
uh-huh.
I do think she loves women.
Uh-huh.
She's got that Princess Yuri in her.
Uh-huh.
This guy knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
5.
Okay.
I decided all of these numbers myself. 205.
Uh-huh. 205. Great.
I'm closing this tab. Shamare.
Shamare.
Focaccia's still open.
Focaccia stays open forever. That's one of those forever tabs.
Uh-huh.
Shamare, cute. So, like, see, I have opinions about Shamare's numbers.
Okay, great.
Etymology. A portmanteau of shaman and Italian amare, to love.
Wow.
I love shaman.
Love wins.
Love wins. So, like, cute. She, like, giving her too high cute feels disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, she is trying so hard to be evil. And I'm like, I'm trying so hard to not find it cute, you know? Because I want to respect her. I want to respect her individuality as a child. It's important for her development. But, like, she is... Am I wrong that she's kind of cute in her weird little...
No,
weird
you're
little
not. You're
rebel
not
child?
Yeah.
She's
like, a child.
She's like a child on a level that Lisa is not a child, because she's a child with, like, genuine personality, and she
does child things.
Yeah, she thinks about childhood and interacts with it. Like, she's like, I need my stuffy, but, like, I can't think that people have a stuffy, so I'm gonna shove it full of nails and tie it up in rope. And I'm like, okay, girl. You're so scary. You're so scary. Oh, Shamare, you're so scary.
You're so scary.
And, like, and then she'd be like, don't patronize me. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I respect you as a person. But, like, that's cute to me. But, like, and so, like, instinct is like, the more I talk, the higher the number gets pulled. But I'm like, I don't know, maybe... That being said, I do think she would do some fucked up shit in front of me, just to prove that she was not, like, some genuinely fucked up shit. Like, I feel like she would take a dying animal from outside inside, and then, like, kill
100%.
and then, like, kill it in front of me. Just to be like, see, I am messed up. And I'm like, okay, when's your next therapy appointment again? And so I'm gonna go with 4. That's my pitch.
Yeah, that's correct.
Uh-huh. Appeal.
You were saying all these things, and I was like, what you're getting to is 4.
Uh-huh. I did not know until the end what I was getting at. I went on that whole journey live.
Appeal.
Appeal.
I mean, she does suck to be around.
Right, she just kills small animals in front
Just
of you.
kill small animals in front of you. She, hates you.
She hates you. She does not want to be around
specifically,
her.
which is fucked up.
Yeah, well, you did, pull her from her home. Granted, they were treating her poorly, but you did pull her from her home, and then, force her to do medical treatments, and then made her a child soldier. So, fair enough, Shamare. I do suck. You're right. This is a video game about how I, the Doctor, leader of Rhodes Island, sucks. There's I was playing a Arknights thing recently, and it gave me some someone was like, why don't you go help the dying infected not die? And it gave me 3 dialogue options that were all variations of well, we can't piss off the local government. And I was like, I hate being this person. Anyway, and Shamare knows, and she hates me too, as is her wont.
I'm looking at her dialogue, and she is, doing the thing that a gacha character must do, which is to say, be a little bit, simpering towards you. However, what I do like more about when she talks to the Doctor is, memories carry fate, and your fate has come to an abrupt end. That's why the evil spirits no longer haunt you, but I can still clearly see their traces. Doctor, don't just blow off my words. It's for your own good. And also, there are no evil spirits around you, so can I go now?
Uh-huh. She does, She And so, low appealing.
Low. Not none.
Not none. Wow, I can't believe Prosciutto's the only high appealing character in this whole episode.
We gave Suzuran a 4.
Oh, I thought we gave her a 3. We did give her a 3. Okay. This second half has not been very high appealing. But
no.
She's not the most appealing child.
Mm-hmm.
She
I
has
think
her.
this is one behavior.
I think this is one behavior. Yeah. 4-1. Kinsey.
Is she a Kinsey indicative child?
I think so.
I think so. She does wear, a Lolita fashion dress, which is always a sign of a child who has discovered something about themselves.
Uh-huh.
Being into, what am I thinking of? Being into a fashion subculture.
Yeah. Her just, her whole, to be clear, not not every child who expresses an individuality is queer, and not every child who expresses any kind of sexuality is queer. There are children in gacha games who are I can't wait to be married to my husband. But her whole deal of being this shunned child who's weird and etc. I don't have to go over it.
And then she leans into being a freak weirdo.
Yeah, this is classic queer child thing. This is this is how you tell a story about a queer child.
Yeah.
You make her weird like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, I think she's Kinsey indicative, and I think it's I don't know, at least a 3?
I was gonna say 4, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, 4 is fine. I should stop being a coward. I didn't want to say 4, because I was we already give out so many 4s. But it's
no, don't be a coward.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm tired.
This latter half of the episode is cute 324, appealing 001, Kinsey 454.
Uh-huh.
Bunch of freaks. We've covered a bunch of freaks.
Great. I have no idea how these three would ever interact.
Well, Crepe isn't real, so let's get that out of the way.
Crepe isn't real. Crepe is a doll that Shamare makes so that she
Crepe
can stab
Crepe
her
is one
full
of Shamare's
pins.
dolls.
Uh-huh.
Focaccia. Shamare would hate Focaccia. Like, fuck this guy. Like, oh my god. But I think Focaccia would think that she's cool due to being an edgy child.
Yeah, absolutely. There we go.
Extremely lame older brother.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And that's the episode.
Oh, wow, we were so fucked in that one. I don't even know how much it comes across. Great. Season 3. See, I think we can do 5 people per episode. That worked well.
Yeah, that was fine.
We even got sidetracked a couple times, but it was fine.
Yeah, approved.
Eat my guy. Oh, I can't wait to find out what guy I'm going to be eating next time.
Oh, man. Oh, right. Okay, that's the next part of the podcast.
Yeah, that's our ending bit. Unless we have more to say.
That's the ending bit. No, I don't. I just gotta get to my, rerolling the Arknights guy first.
Arknights first next episode, yes. Thank God I don't have to say an Arknights sentence.
I will do great. Lists generator, enter list items, share screen. Whoop.
I can see it.
I'm not doing the links this time. Sorry.
Okay, well I'm on the Arknights wiki. I'm ready to search it up. I
already know that one.
Yeah, I know this guy.
I'm familiar. I can summon an image of this character in my head already.
Yeah, instantly. Sure. This sure is
interesting. I think this is interesting.
This sure is an Arknights operator.
It sure is. And
this is an Arknights operator who's going to the club.
Going to the club index. The going to the club quotient.
Really quick while Ash is doing this random, let me just go over them. What was our first guy? Parma ham, definitely going to the club. The children, not going to the club. Crepe, not real. Focaccia, going to the club. Are Parma ham and Focaccia going to the same club? I don't think so. Yes? Yeah, okay.
Yes. Food fantasy character, go. Ooh. Okay.
I'll let you search it up so I can just see.
Oh. Let's go.
Whoa.
Okay, this is pretty awesome. Whatever's going on here. Thumbs up.
I'm familiar with this food. I'll eat this guy.
Oh yeah, I will eat this food.
Yeah.
Quite without much prompting. It will not take a lot to make me eat this. I wasn't even thinking about eating this food. I'm just looking at this guy.
Oh, yeah, great
really
guy.
Enjoying myself.
Oh, man.
Oh, these two together are a fantastic pair in my mind.
Yeah. Oh,
Same genre.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, man, look at the first sentence of the food introduction, too. Such a great...
Yes! Wonderful.
Oh,
so
awesome.
Wonderful.
Well, tune in next
Something
time.
to look forward to.
Something to look forward to in like a month and a half after we do so much Limbus Company shit.
Woo!
Starting next week.
Yay!
So much of it.
So much.
Ash,
of it.
are
Yay,
you
yippee,
excited?
Yippee, yay, yay,
Are
yay,
you
yippee,
excited
yay,
for?
Yippee,
Are you excited for Ishmael bonus episode?
No.
No. Well, great.
Yay!
Yay!
I didn't design it or anything.
I didn't hear what you say, but bye.
Bye! And then I almost hit end call on Discord.
私、うまくやれてましたか？皆さんの足は引っ張ってません